How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Today we're going to talk about the 4% safe withdrawal rate that has somewhat become common knowledge among people that want to retire early. The 4% rule goes something like this. Generally, for the average investor that's not going to spend a lot of their time trying to invest, the best thing to do for the average investor is to put it in an index fund. Now, putting it in an index fund means you're going to have a certain average rate of return. Historically, over the lifetime of the S&P, it actually gained about 8% per year on average. Now, the 4% comes in, meaning that if you have all your money invested in an index fund, you can withdraw 4% from your retirement account and you will essentially never run out of money. Now, this 4% means you can increase your withdrawal rate by the inflation. So after 1 year, you can do 4% plus inflation. So if you withdraw $1,000 and let's say it's 2% inflation, the next year you can withdraw $1,020. Now, this 4% withdrawal rate, it's a safe rate, but it's not 100% foolproof. It's like 99.96% success rate. What does this success rate mean? This means they ran a Monte Carlo simulations in it, which means they take a scenario of how much you saved up, and the first year they randomly go, oh, it kind of increased, the market increased by this much or decreased, and every single year they plot this out randomly, and over your entire retirement they do it multiple times, many times. And 99% of these simulations, they estimate that you're not going to run out of money before your lifetime ends. Let's say you save just enough to retire. Let's say you have $500,000. 4% of that is $20,000. So let's say your burn rate is $20,000 a year, and that's what you take out every single year for your living costs. And I've seen in all these retirement blogs and stuff, some people jump the gun and do it really early. They just save maybe $250,000, let's say, and they do 4% withdrawal rate, and they have $10,000 a year, and they move to some low cost of living area, and then they go, oh yeah, I'm retired, I'm gonna travel forever. This looks really dangerous to me, because if at any point the market goes down and you keep on withdrawing from your principal, then you're not going to have the principal to appreciate anymore. So that means if a time period happens early in your career that has a droop in the S&P 500 or whatnot, then you're going to miss out on a lot of the principal, which will mean you're going to run out of money. Another sore point to this is that your healthcare cost is likely going to increase as you age. This might be very significant and really can put you out of retirement pretty quickly if you have some medical expenses. If you do want to invest in one of these S&P 500 index funds that I'm talking about, you can invest in a Vanguard one, which is stock ticker symbol VOO. It has a 0.05 expense ratio, which is pretty low. You can go check that out. These days, with the somewhat medium-high valuation of the S&P 500 and also with the historical low interest rate, it's a really strange thing that has never happened before. So for me, I'm a little skeptical about this 4% rate at all. You can imagine if you fully trust in this 4% rule, you put your entire life savings in this S&P 500 thing, maybe 5 years, 10 years into your retirement, maybe the stock market plummets 30-40%. General rule of thumb of this is that you should not panic even if the S&P 500 goes down 50%. I find that this is probably the best way to do it, but I find it unbelievable that most people would actually hold on to their assets and just keep on investing. Why do I say this? Because when you have all your money invested in the stock market, in the S&P 500, it's hard to not get emotional about it. Imagine this. You have $500,000 in the stock market today. You are withdrawing $20,000 out every single year from the gains. All of a sudden, the $500,000 drops to $250,000 and you're not supposed to panic. I think this will be very hard to do. And on top of that, you're supposed to be withdrawing 4% of your initial principal, which means $250,000 right there. And you're going to withdraw $20,000 off of that. So then you're going to end up with $230,000. I have a feeling that probably 95% of the people that experiences this, if $500,000 is all you have and you see it plummet to $250,000, there might be a lot of second guesses on if you should actually withdraw and bail out before you lose any more. Of course, you're totally not supposed to do that, so we'll have to see if all these people that are blogging about retiring early and that they already retired, if they're actually gonna remain retired if such a drastic event in the stock market ever happens. Once it tanks, it's not only gonna be a month or two. You're gonna have to see your portfolio go down by half, and it's going to be like a long-term thing. It'll be several years of watching your portfolio going like, okay, 500, oh crap, another day, oh, it's only 400,000, and then another day it'll be like 300,000, 6 months later, 250,000, and then even if it went all the way down, generally it takes maybe several years of kind of like trickling up and down around that same level, and you're gonna see it around half of what it used to be. And then maybe after, I don't know, 6-8 years, then maybe it'll finally recover to the original position. I draw this doom and gloom situation about the S&P, but really, you can sort of count on the S&P always going up on average. Why? Because you're mainly betting on innovation. You're betting on the companies being innovative, and that every single person in the United States is going to become more productive. So when you become more productive, you're going to earn more money. And so that's why the S&P keeps on going up, because more money is being made per person in the United States. So this whole thing, it's not about me saying S&P is going to go down and stay down. I do think it's going to go down and then recover. However, if it goes down and you keep on withdrawing from your retirement funds because you're essentially retired and not working, then it's going to have a detrimental effect to your total principal of your retirement, which will cause you to come out of retirement, run out of money, come out of retirement. I see the best thing to do probably is to, yes, kind of map out your retirement according to this 4% rule. However, you really should try to have a separate income stream as well, even while you're retired. You really shouldn't just, just plop down on your sofa and just not do anything at all and just drink lemonade and, do nothing productive. Because I truly think that even if you're retired, you should think about going after your hobbies and stuff, and eventually you're gonna make some money. And having this side stream, even if it's, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000 a year, it can help solidify your retirement tremendously. So I hope this clarified things a lot about the 4% rule, and that you really should not blindly apply this 4% and 100% trust that you're going to be solidly in retirement just using this rule. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below, let me know if you're aware of these risks just applying the 4% rule. If you're interested in supporting this channel, I have my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook, Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.